Real talk, iPhone Air or iPhone 17 Pro? Let's talk about it after I got to try them both. Super quick, if you want to keep up to date with the latest Apple news and reviews, hit that subscribe button. So Apple's new batch of iPhones are officially up for pre-order, and this may be the most difficult year yet for people to decide. Should you opt for the radically new iPhone Air or the iterative yet impressive iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max? To be honest, I'm also still debating this question myself. Luckily, I got the chance to try out these devices, which has helped shape my opinion. So let's walk through some of the big differences, and hopefully by the end, I'll make an actual decision for myself, and maybe you will too. To start, there's price. iPhone Air starts at $999, while the iPhone 17 Pro starts at $1099. While the Pro is pricier, it isn't by much. Personally, in my purchase decision, the price is largely negligible. Then we have screen size. The iPhone Air is 6.5 inches on the diagonal, the Pro is 6.3, and the Pro Max is 6.9. I've been using the iPhone 16 Pro for the last year, and after using the Air, it feels like a good size. It's a bit of a happy medium to me. I enjoyed it, and it felt very comfortable, but it doesn't feel as unwieldy as the Pro Max can, but more useful than the base Pro. Unless your goal is just to get the biggest screen possible, the Air seems perfectly acceptable to me. Plus, both phones get all the latest display tech. They each have ProMotion, up to 3,000 nits of brightness, new anti-glare finishes, strong ceramic shield coating, and better scratch resistance. Again, for me, screen size isn't going to dictate my decision. When it comes to internals, there are also quite a few similarities. Both phones are equipped with the A19 Pro chip and 12 gigs of memory. They each have Apple's new N1 networking chip for Wi-Fi 7, Thread, and Bluetooth 6. They each have Apple Intelligence, satellite support, and the camera control. Speaking of cameras, that's a big differentiator. On the front, both have the same 18-megapixel center stage camera. I loved this feature so much. It's seriously a huge upgrade to the selfie cam in both resolution and function. Taking landscape selfies with the press of a button instead of having to turn your phone is amazing. And I love how it'll automatically expand the crop when more people are in the photo. Then you have the center stage camera video feature where you both video yourself and the subject at the same time. It is slick, and importantly, it did a great job in my demo of stabilizing both cameras simultaneously. It even kept me in frame, which is really cool. It's with this back camera that there are major differences. Obviously, the Air only has a single rear-facing camera. It's a 48-megapixel fusion camera, which gives you 2 times optical quality zoom. Air lacks an ultra-wide lens, macro photography, and a true telephoto lens. Not to mention, no spatial photo or video, and no cinematic video. Which is honestly really odd. The Air doesn't support cinematic video on either the rear or front camera. The front cameras are literally the same, and it's not processor related, as the Air has a 5-core GPU instead of a 6-core, because the iPhone 17, with the vanilla A19, supports cinematic mode. I will say, the vast majority of my time in shooting is with the primary camera. I really think I'm largely fine with just the single camera back there. I don't shoot a ton of macro or ultra-wide shots, and the same with the telephoto shots. I take them, but not really that many. So what other changes are there? The Air lacks mmWave cellular, stereo speakers, faster USB data speeds, and vapor cooling. Sounds kind of obvious, but after going through all these features, it kind of comes down to, I think, 3 large sticking points: camera, design, and battery. I've always gotten the phone with the best camera. I have over 110,000 shots in my iCloud library right now. I'm curious if anyone else has more. Let me know in the comments how many photos you have saved to yours. Can anybody beat me? But yeah, so getting anything other than the best camera system gives me pause. As for the design, I'm a minimalist. I like light, slim, and clean. That makes the Air particularly appealing to me. It's all of those. Which brings us to battery. And this could be the deciding factor for most people out there. See, Apple says that the battery life on the Air is as good as the 16 Pro, my phone. On paper, I've lived with the 16 Pro, so I should be fine with the Air. But Apple is also hedging its bets here. It introduced a specific MagSafe battery pack just for the Air. If it has the same battery capacity as the 16 Pro, why didn't Apple release a battery pack for the phone last year? I hope battery life is as good as Apple is saying, but I definitely didn't try it out enough at the event to actually know. So, which one am I buying, and which one should you buy? After a lot of thought and reflecting on my time using both phones, I do think I'm going to stick with the Pro. I shoot video for a living, and taking away cameras just doesn't seem a good choice, even if I much prefer the Air form factor. I also notice how when I'm in the thick of working on a bunch of video projects, my phone gets hot and can slow down. Liquid cooling seems like it would be very advantageous to how I use my phone. Not to mention, much faster data transfer when importing videos to my computer. I know I'm not the average user though, and I think what that leads me to is that most people debating between these phones will be 100% fine with the Air. The number of people I see already with MagSafe batteries makes me confident that people know how to charge their phones and take appropriate steps to resolve low battery. Use the phone all day, enjoy a thin and light phone, and then for the times you're heading out, you can take extra juice if it is in fact necessary. It's a really tough call, but I think the reason I'm choosing the Pro is very specific to someone who literally shoots photo and video all day. If it wasn't for that, I'd be super happy with the Air. Now I just have to decide on colors. That fire cosmic orange or that clean silver. Let me know which one you guys like down below in the comments. Otherwise, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.